Hey everybody, Gunnison Undercover here. Today is Tuesday, March 17, 2020. Time is about 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So this video here is about a posting that I put on the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office Facebook page. I've been hitting them up several times to try to get an update, an answer as to what's going on with a few of the Blue Zero heroes here in Monmouth County. And they finally responded. Let me read to you my posting. This was yesterday. It was put out on March 16th. That was a Monday. I posted this right there. There it is. Can we get an update on child predator, former Hal PD Sergeant Richard Conte? I know the New Jersey Attorney General's office is handling it, but surely you must have some info. Also an update on the 2 alleged drug dealers from Deal and Ocean Township Police Departments, Officers Vaccaro and Officers Amatura. The public's entitled to know what kind of special deals they're getting. Has Jake Pascucci, the drunken murderer, ever going to spend time in jail? I know they're uncomfortable questions. Now, just a little backstory in case some of you don't know or are new to the channel. Richard Conte was a police sergeant over at Howell Township, and he was also in charge of the Monmouth County SWAT team. He got caught up in a child sting operation. He was going online trying to arrange a date with what he thought was a 15-year-old girl. Told her he wanted to lay naked with her. And when he went to go show up, meet, turned out it wasn't a 15-year-old girl, it was one of his gang members. And when they searched his pockets, he had condoms on him. He got arrested for child luring and I believe a few other charges, because sources tell me, it's alleged now, that he was using the department's computers to do some of his romancing. And then we had the other officer, Pascucci. He is Officer of the Month from Long Branch. He was convicted, he pleaded guilty about 2 years ago. He was drunk and he smashed into this woman on Ocean Avenue in Long Branch, hit her so hard she flew out of her shoes, smashed her up, and smashed the front end of her car. He got 364 days. You know why he got 364 days? Because that means he served it in the county. His buddies can keep an eye on him. If he went to the state prison, forget about it. He had to be in Punk City for the whole time. And plus, he got 5 years probation. Now, my understanding is his lawyer had filed an appeal, said it was too severe of a sentence. And last I heard, the case is in a holding pattern pending that appeal. And Mr. Pascucci is home eating cereal, watching cartoons, and hasn't spent 1 day in jail. And that has been confirmed by Ed Barkowski, the husband of the woman who was killed. That's right. And then we have the other 2 little darlings, Vaccaro and Amatura. They were arrested and caught with allegedly veterinary steroids for horses. And they were selling it. That's the story that was reported on them. And we haven't heard much about that, and so I was curious what's going on. I keep asking them, they keep ignoring me, but they finally haven't. And just, I forgot to mention, the Conte thing, that is a year old now. That happened like last March or last April, and he still hasn't been in jail yet. And in that sting operation, they arrested other people. And 2 of them recently were sentenced, and they're going to prison. So that makes me even want to know even more what's going on with Conte, because we all know he's going to get a sweetheart deal. It's coming. I predict it. That is my prediction. He's not going to go to jail while other people go to jail. So here is Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office response. Let me just show that right there. There it is. And it reads as follows: John Van Dyke, we routinely see your rabble rousing and have repeatedly advised you that we have no role in the Howell prosecution as the AG's office took it. Same goes for Pascucci, which was handled by the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office. I suggest you direct your inquiries to those agencies rather than continuing your misinformation campaign with our FB followers. Oh, and as for the 2 police officers' prosecutions, they remain pending. I agree, the public is entitled to know the truth instead of your conspiracy theories. So take the tinfoil hat off and try to keep up. Well, I am not going to take it off. I'm going to continue to wear it, and I'm going to continue to be a thorn in your side and hold you accountable for what you do. So here is my response. My Facebook and YouTube followers look forward to your updates, particularly the sentencing of the 2 alleged drug dealers. Thank you for your speedy and professional response. I will pass the information along. And of course, there's another idiot that posted on there. Idiot's the best I can. You can go see who it is. I don't have to say anything more about that. And they got a bunch of likes here, a bunch of thumbs up, hearts, and all that. So let's show you the names of those people. There they are. These are the people that support what's going on with the prosecutor's office. See, apparently these people are okay. That it's not, they don't like the fact that I'm asking the prosecutor's office what the status is with cops that have been arrested, with cops that were convicted of killing somebody because they were drunk. They seem to be okay with that. They seem to be okay with me, not okay with me asking about what's going on with this child predator. They seem to be okay. See, this is what enables these 6-figure-a-year public servants to get away with what they do. Because the general consensus is that you're not supposed to ask them any questions. And when you do ask them questions, they give you condescending remarks or responses like they gave to me, where they, they make fun of you, or they try to put you down and call you names for what you're doing, but it's not going to work, Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. I'm not going away anytime soon. I'm going to continue to hold you and every other public official, especially you 6-figure-a-year officials, accountable for what you're doing. And as far as your conspiracy and misinformation campaign you claim I'm doing, where is it? Tell me what it is that I'm doing that's what information am I providing that's false? Bring it on. Bring it on. Anytime, bring it on. I know you're watching my channel, my videos, bring it on. And as far as my conspiracies, what conspiracies? The conspiracy that police officers get treated differently in court? We all know that's true. I'm not going to tie up this video with all the examples of it. There's a gazillion of them out there. I just posted something recently on my Facebook page about how officers get treated differently in court. They get a pat on the back, a slap on the wrist. They offer a way out. Unless it's so atrocious that they can't, like in the case of the Neptune Police Sergeant Seidel, who shot his wife and killed her in front of his kids. This is what you got to put up with, people. See, they don't want you to talk about what they don't want you talking about what they're doing. They don't want you to flash a light on what they're doing. They want to operate in secrecy. They just want you all to be bobbleheads. That's right. And you know what? It works. You got to give them credit. The propaganda they put out and the bobblehead viruses they put out, it really does work. So you got to give them credit for it. I definitely give them credit for it, because there's a lot of sheeples out there that trust and believe everything that the prosecutor's office tells them or the police tell them, and you really shouldn't, The old saying, trust but verify. I don't believe everything the prosecutor's office tells you. They got their own problems out there. How many lawsuits did they have to settle out there in Monmouth County? How many did you have to settle because of sexual harassment? I know Matt Tim was working on a story on that, trying to get some Oprah requests and to find out how many millions of dollars the prosecutor's office paid out in sexual harassment lawsuits. They're not going to tell you. That's why we have to go out and do it. That's right. And then you got the other 2 little darlings that retired, those detectives that retired from the prosecutor's office, and all of a sudden their buddies at the prosecutor's office take over the SPCA, and all of a sudden those guys that retired are now working again, so now they're getting a pension and a $100,000 a year salary. Don't trust anything the Monmouth County prosecutor. Take it with a grain of salt. Trust and verify. Because you can't, they only going to tell you what they want you to know and what they want you to believe. And that's pretty much with any kind of government agency, not just Monmouth County itself. That's the way they all are. They want to control your brain, what you're thinking. But you know what? Let me tell you something. You see this tinfoil hat I got here? You know what a tinfoil hat really does? It protects your brain waves, see? So people can't read your mind. So you wear this hat, this little tinfoil hat. They're real cheap. I bought this aluminum foil. Where is it? I bought this aluminum foil. I went to Walgreens, believe it or not. The maniacs, the paranoid, the crazy white people didn't buy all the aluminum foil, so there was a box of aluminum foil. I was able to make this hat. It's pretty easy. You just wrap it around the foil, and then you just crimple things up like that, and you got yourself a little tinfoil hat, and it keeps the government from reading your mind. All right, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll try to put the link to the Facebook page in the description. If not, you can go to my Facebook page, Gunnison Undercover, follow. I always post a lot of stuff on there that doesn't make it to the YouTube channel, and you can chime in with your comments, and if you have any stories you want to share, you can post it there, and other people will read it. And that's really all I have to say. I don't know. What can I tell you, folks? They don't want people like me. Because people like me are a thorn in their ass, and people like me is what gets them in trouble and holds them accountable. And as I said numerous times, these six-figure people, they don't want to be held accountable. They want to act with impunity. And they want to try to sweep any of the soldiers that get arrested. They want to sweep it under the carpet and let it disappear and let your memory forget about what happened. And they end up getting a sweetheart deal. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of deal these two little drug dealers get, Vaccaro and Amaturo. Gunnison Undercover. Till next time, people.